Hey guys, it's Zenko. So today I want to talk to you about DailyPay. Now, this is a service that is offered by my employer to allow me to get a portion of my paycheck before payday. And now, a regular Joe can't just go to the website and sign up. This has to be a service provided by your employer. And if you're watching this, your employer probably has some flyers around the break room, or you've seen them throw something on the website or something showing that this is offered to you as a benefit. And I wanted to give my opinion on the service. I've used them for about 2, 3 years now as a daily user, weekly user, and overall, it's a good service. But if you're not careful, it could cost you a lot of money. Now, let's start at what is DailyPay. DailyPay is a company that your employer will contract them to be able to allow you to get, like you said, a portion of your pay before payday. And they do this by integrating themselves to your payrolls system so they know when you clock in, when you clock out, how much you make, all the deductions and stuff from your paycheck. And for me, as an example, if I go into work on Monday, clock in at 6 in the morning, I leave at 4 p.m., that's a 10-hour day. I don't immediately have access to my money, but the following day around 9:30 in the morning, I will get a text message like this and an email saying, hey, you have so much money available in your DailyPay account. Now, to sign up for this, you have to go to your company's website, or ask your human resources. For me, it was on my benefits website. I was able to go there, click some links, sign up. They had all my information already provided by my employer, and it was very simple. I'm able to sign in with my employer's details, credentials. So it's very integrated, and it's very easy to use. You also have the option to sign in using like Google or Apple, other methods of signing in. But yeah, after you sign up and you get approved and everything, go to app.dailypay.com. That is the website to log in. Bookmark this or save it on your home screen for your phone. Because if you just go to dailypay.com, it'll take you to the corporate website where it has some details about it and for employers to know more about it. But to log into your account, app.dailypay.com. So when you go there, the page will look like this. You will be able to enter your email or sign in with Google or Apple. And when you log in, your home screen will look like this. It'll show how much money you have available. If you haven't worked or you've already taken out a advance, it'll show 0 0. But if you have worked a shift, it'll update the following day to show how much money you should have available in your account. So it does not let you get all the money. It'll let you get a portion of the money. On the internet, I've found people say that they are able to get around half. For me, it's always been more than half. So if I were to make 200 a night or a day, I would be able to get maybe 130 out. It's always been more than half. But DataPay always makes sure that they, you know, keep enough money unavailable so that you are able to cover your federal, state, Medicare, Social Security, medical, dental, vision, all these deductions. They keep enough money back so that those are covered on payday, and you still get something on regular payday. So that's great. So as I was saying, that is the homepage. If you click on the top corner, on top left corner, you will go to this page showing the menu, or it's very simple to see. Just your profile details, your account details. Make sure to add a bank account and a debit card. Now, I'm saying add both of them because you will need both of them because they serve two different purposes. The bank account is so that you get your remainder of your payday or your pay, or if you want to get a next day deposit. And the debit card is to get an instant deposit, of course, for a small fee. Now, this is the way it works. So if you have worked a shift and the following day you wake up, for me around 9:30 in the morning, I'll get a text message like this saying, hey, you have so much money available. You have two options. You can just leave it there, ignore it, just knowing you're making money, but the money is available there if you ever need it. You don't have to take it out. If you don't need it, just leave it there until payday. Or you have the option to withdraw it. After linking your bank account and debit card, you will be able to click that button saying, withdraw. And you will be able to enter, how much money you want to withdraw. You don't have to take all of it. You can take, $20, $50. You can even do like I do and connect multiple bank accounts. You could connect your, Vanguard, your Robinhood, Fidelity, Schwab, any bank account or brokerage or savings account, and just you can send money to different accounts. You can send like $20 here, $20 there, $50 here, stuff like that. Doing all of this like before payday. You can send some one day and then the next day and the next day. It's very useful. Okay, so if you want to withdraw the money, you have the option to withdraw it instantaneously, like I said earlier, for a fee, which for me it is $2.99. I've seen some people on the internet post about their company charging them more. I saw someone said $5. I don't think I've ever seen that offered to me. It's always been $2.99. So if you want to do an instant deposit to a debit card, it'll cost you $2.99. Well, it does for me. I think that's pretty much standard. A lot of people say this, but I have seen some people say it's more. So just throwing that out there. But if you don't mind waiting one day, you can get it for free. So like I was saying earlier, it's an example. I work Monday. I clock in, clock out. I go home the next day. I get text message around 9:30 saying I have this much money available. If I can wait one more day, I can do a next day transfer and receive the money either Tuesday night around 11 p.m. or Wednesday morning. And depending on your bank, a lot of different banks have different policies on when you get your deposit. So for me, my regular payday is Thursday, but if I use a certain credit union that my around here, I get paid like Tuesday night around 11 p.m. or Wednesday morning. But if I use another bank, I get paid like Thursday morning. So it really varies with the bank and their policies. But if you don't mind waiting a day, you can get your money for free. So what I like doing is I like connecting my Fidelity, Vanguard, and different accounts, and I like logging in and saying I want to send $10 here or $20 here, or to my health savings account I want to send $10 here, and I'm able to do that, or I'm able to just set the money aside into an account in DailyPay so that I won't be able to touch it, and I'll get that money on payday, which is a great tool. I've used them for a couple years now. I'm able to put money aside to my health savings account, IRA, and it's been useful. But at the same time, I've caught myself using the instant transfer for that fee, and in the end, do you really want to be paying money to be able to use your money? It sucks to think about it this way. I might just be very negative about this, but I think that a lot of these companies, and I'm not saying DailyPay, because there are a ton of companies that do this online, that do this kind of service on the internet, and I just think it's kind of shameful that a lot of these companies, they make money. They are huge companies that make a lot of money um, off of people doing instant transfers for $2.99 each. Just think about it. If there are thousands of employees that have this type of account, and if they do instant transfer every day, it adds up. So if you work 5 days a week and you do an instant transfer every single day after you work because you need the money, we're in America, prices keep going up, food keeps going up, everything keeps going up in price, but the wages really aren't keeping up. So a lot of people are kind of running, paycheck to paycheck, and that really sucks, and it's sad, but that's reality, guys. That's what's going on. And just thinking about that, and how a lot of people have to do these instant transfers over every day after day after day, it adds up, guys. So if you do, you work 5 days a week, you do instant transfer every single day of the week, that's $15. $15, 4 weeks in a month, that's $60. In a year, that's what, in 10 months, 600, $720. That's a lot of money, guys. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of your money that you worked really hard to make, to earn, or you're just paying out to, you know, the company to allow you to get your money. Um, so what I think, you know, this is a scam. Do I think DailyPay is a scam? Honestly, no, but it's a slippery slope that if you fall into the trap of, being able to withdraw your money because you need it, honestly, it could just make these fees add up a lot. And in the end, you would be paying a lot of money. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my thoughts. That's what I think about DailyPay. I use it. I'm gonna be honest. I use it. I have used the instant transfer, but looking back, it's like I worked for that money. I shouldn't have had to pay for it. But in the end, it's a great benefit for a lot of people. If you're like me and you have, sometimes you need money to pay for bills. Sometimes you got to pay for this or that, or unexpected expenses. If you have an accident or something happens, some medicine, if you need it, DailyPay is a great option for you to, have it there. So per se, it's not a scam. It's just a slippery slope. But if you're careful and you can get disciplined to, actually use it a proper way to save yourself money, it's a great way to be able to save for your future. It's a great way to, send money to different accounts for free if you don't mind waiting a day, or for a small fee if you need it right now. But anyways, that's my thoughts on DailyPay, guys. Thanks for watching. I gotta go inside the house. And yeah, please leave a comment, like, subscribe if you've made it this far, and I'll see you guys next time.